Welcome back to the channel. If you think healing your body, fighting cancer, and burning fat takes complicated diets or expensive supplements, think again. Because today, we're diving into 6 powerful food hacks that can literally reset your body from the inside out. These foods don't just help you lose fat, they help your cells repair, your immune system awaken, and your energy come back to life. It's time to heal your body naturally, one bite at a time. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll look at food in a completely different way. Let's start with something that most people overlook. Your body isn't just a machine, it's a living ecosystem. Every cell in your body is constantly regenerating, replacing old or damaged tissue, cleaning out toxins, and defending against threats like cancer. But here's the catch. Your body can only do all that if you feed it the right fuel. When you eat the wrong foods, refined sugars, processed oils, artificial chemicals, you shut down this natural healing cycle. You create inflammation, you feed disease, and your metabolism slows to a crawl. But when you eat smart, when you make small but powerful food hacks part of your daily life, your body starts to clean, repair, and rebuild itself automatically. One of the first hacks to understand is the power of anti-inflammatory eating. Chronic inflammation is the silent trigger behind almost every disease: cancer, obesity, diabetes, heart disease, even depression. It's like an invisible fire that never goes out. The food you eat either puts out that fire or throws gasoline on it. And once you start reducing inflammation, fat melts away faster, energy returns, and healing begins. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing your body feels lighter, not just in weight, but in energy and clarity. That's the magic of cellular healing. Think about your kitchen right now. Most people are surrounded by foods that block their healing. Refined flour, vegetable oils, sugary drinks, packaged snacks. Each bite of those foods triggers inflammation, oxidative stress, and cellular damage. On the other hand, there are foods that switch on your body's healing genes. They activate a process called autophagy, where your cells clean out old, damaged material and regenerate stronger, younger cells. Scientists now know this is one of the most powerful natural ways to prevent cancer, burn fat, and slow aging. So these 6 food hacks are not just about losing weight, they're about reprogramming your body to heal itself. But here's the thing, food hacks are not complicated. In fact, most of them are incredibly simple once you know what to look for. One small change in your morning routine can completely transform how your metabolism works for the rest of the day. Your first meal sets the tone for how your body processes energy, burns fat, and controls inflammation. If you flood your system with sugar or processed carbs first thing in the morning, your insulin spikes and your body goes into fat-storing mode for hours. But if you give your body clean, healing foods rich in antioxidants, fiber, and healthy fats, you set your metabolism on fire, in the best way. You might be wondering, how do certain foods actually starve cancer cells? The truth is, cancer cells thrive on one main thing: sugar. They use glucose as their primary energy source, and they grow faster when your blood sugar is constantly high. That's why cutting down on refined carbs and processed sugars isn't just about weight loss, it's a matter of survival for your cells. When you reduce sugar, you essentially cut off the food supply for cancerous and precancerous cells, while nourishing healthy cells with cleaner energy from fats and natural plant compounds. That's one of the most powerful food hacks you can ever use. Your body is an incredible healing machine, and every bite you take is a signal. It tells your body to either repair or to decay. For example, when you eat foods rich in phytonutrients, those are plant-based compounds found in colorful fruits and vegetables, you activate your body's detox pathways. You help your liver flush out toxins, your blood stay clean, and your immune system stay alert. These foods literally communicate with your DNA, turning on genes that protect against cancer and inflammation. Science has proven it. What you eat changes how your genes express themselves. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, drink a warm glass of water with lemon, maybe add a touch of apple cider vinegar. Right there, you've given your liver a boost, activated digestion, and started cleansing your system naturally. Then you have a breakfast full of fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats, say avocado, chia seeds, and a few blueberries. You've already begun your healing journey before 9 a.m. This is how simple the food hacks can be. You're not starving yourself, you're feeding yourself to heal. Now let's talk about fat burning for a moment. Fat isn't just stored energy, it's also a chemical organ. It releases hormones and signals that can either help or hurt your metabolism. The more inflamed your fat cells are, the harder it becomes to lose weight. That's why you can't just burn fat through exercise if your diet is wrong. You need to cool down the inflammation inside your fat tissue first. And that's where certain foods work miracles. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, for instance, help turn off inflammatory genes and turn on fat-burning ones. The result? Your metabolism shifts from storing fat to burning it. It's not just what you eat, but when and how you eat. Giving your digestive system a break, even for a few hours a day, can trigger incredible healing effects. Intermittent fasting combined with the right foods enhances autophagy, helps balance hormones like insulin and cortisol, and gives your body time to detox naturally. When you add these food hacks to your day, like starting with green tea instead of coffee, choosing real whole foods instead of processed snacks, you begin to notice something. Your cravings fade, your focus sharpens, and your body starts to feel lighter. That's your cells thanking you. The amazing part is that these changes don't take months to show results. Within just a few days of applying these food hacks, people often report more energy, better sleep, reduced bloating, and improved mood. Within a few weeks, fat starts to drop, inflammation markers go down, and your body feels more alive. It's not magic, it's biology working as it was meant to. When you align your eating with your body's natural healing systems, results happen automatically. Let's talk about the psychology of food for a moment. Many people eat emotionally, out of stress, boredom, or habit. But what if you began to see food as information instead of comfort? Every bite of food carries messages for your body. Processed junk tells your body to store fat and inflame. Whole foods tell your body to repair and detoxify. That's why awareness is key. The more you understand how food works, the more empowered you are to make choices that serve your future health instead of stealing from it. For example, consider how your gut plays a massive role in all this. Your gut isn't just a place where digestion happens, it's your body's control center for immunity, hormones, and even mental health. The bacteria in your gut communicate directly with your brain and immune system. When you feed them fiber, fermented foods, and plant nutrients, they flourish and protect you. When you feed them sugar and processed fats, harmful bacteria take over, causing inflammation and disease. Healing your gut with the right foods is one of the fastest ways to heal your whole body. This is why nature's foods are so powerful. They come perfectly packaged with the nutrients, enzymes, and antioxidants your body needs to stay in balance. Every color of fruit and vegetable brings a different healing compound. Red foods like tomatoes and berries are rich in lycopene and anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that protect cells from damage. Green foods like spinach, kale, and broccoli activate detox enzymes in your liver. Yellow and orange foods are packed with vitamin C and carotenoids, boosting your immune system. When your plate is colorful, your cells are celebrating. But remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. You don't have to change everything overnight. You can start by upgrading one meal at a time, swap processed oils for olive oil or avocado oil, replace white rice with quinoa or cauliflower rice. Choose water, green tea, or lemon water over sugary drinks. Each small shift adds up, creating massive change over time. Your body doesn't need extreme diets, it needs the right information delivered through food. You are not broken, your body hasn't forgotten how to heal, it just needs the right environment to do it. That's what these food hacks are all about, restoring the environment inside your body so your natural intelligence can take over. Once you start feeding yourself the way nature intended, healing happens automatically. Your body burns fat more efficiently, detoxes faster, and protects itself from chronic disease. Think of this journey like planting a garden. You don't force a plant to grow, you simply give it sunlight, water, and healthy soil. Your body is the same. You can't force it to heal, you can only create the right conditions. And food is the foundation of those conditions. These 6 food hacks are the sunlight, the water, and the soil your body needs to thrive again. And here's the best part. When you start using these food hacks, you don't just heal physically, your mind heals too. Brain fog lifts, anxiety decreases, and your mood becomes more stable. Why? Because your brain is made up of the same nutrients you get from food. Omega-3s, B vitamins, antioxidants, all of them feed your neurons and protect your brain from oxidative stress. When your body is nourished, your mind becomes clear, calm, and focused. Your body is craving balance, and food is the most powerful medicine on the planet. The food industry might try to convince you otherwise, but deep down, your cells know the truth. They recognize real food. They respond to nature, not chemicals. When you start giving your body what it truly needs, you begin to look younger, feel stronger, and think sharper. This isn't a diet, it's a return to how your body was designed to live. So as we continue this journey together, remember this: food can be your greatest weapon against disease and your most powerful tool for transformation. Every choice you make in the kitchen is either helping your body heal or holding it back. But today, you're choosing to move forward, to feed your body, starve cancer, and burn fat naturally. This is the beginning of a brand new chapter in your health story. Imagine this: every single organ in your body is waiting for one signal: real nourishment. Your liver, gut, heart, and even your skin are built to regenerate, but only when they're given the right raw materials. The foods you eat aren't just calories, they're the building blocks that determine whether your body stays in healing mode or gets stuck in inflammation and decay. And the beautiful truth is, once you start applying these food hacks daily, your body begins to change on its own, without you forcing it. Fat starts melting away, your skin glows, your digestion smooths out, and you just feel alive again. Think about how many years people spend chasing quick fixes, diet pills, fasting fads, detox teas that promise miracles overnight. But the real miracle is already sitting on your plate. Your body doesn't need artificial help. It needs real food intelligence. When you align your diet with nature, you're not just avoiding disease, you are activating the natural healing systems that modern life has silenced. Food isn't just energy, it's communication between you and the deepest parts of your biology. Let's take your liver, for example. It's your body's detox engine, responsible for cleaning your blood, balancing hormones, and burning fat. But in most people, the liver is sluggish, overworked, and clogged with toxins from processed foods, alcohol, and pollution. The right foods can bring your liver back to life in days. Leafy greens like kale, spinach, and arugula are loaded with chlorophyll, a natural detoxifier that binds to heavy metals and flushes them out. Garlic and onions help produce glutathione, the master antioxidant that fuels your liver's cleansing process. And when your liver starts functioning properly again, your entire metabolism wakes up. You start burning fat naturally, your skin clears, and your body feels lighter than ever. But here's something even more amazing. Your cells can literally switch from being disease-prone to disease-resistant just by changing what you eat. This is called epigenetics, the science of how food affects your gene expression. You are not a victim of your DNA. You are the author of your health story, and food is the pen. When you eat foods rich in antioxidants, polyphenols, and healthy fats, your genes express protection and longevity. When you eat junk, your genes express inflammation and disease. It's that simple. Now think about how much power that gives you. One meal at a time, you're shaping your destiny. You can choose to feed cancer cells, or you can choose to starve them. You can choose to fuel inflammation, or you can choose to cool it down. And the best part? It doesn't take years to feel the difference. Once you start eating in alignment with healing principles, within days your body begins sending signals that it's working again. Better digestion, improved focus, deeper sleep, and natural fat loss all follow effortlessly. Let's talk about sugar for a second, because it's one of the most dangerous substances in modern diets. It hides in everything, from bread and sauces to so-called healthy snacks. But sugar is like rocket fuel for cancer cells. Studies have shown that tumors thrive in high glucose environments. When your insulin levels are constantly elevated from sugary foods, you're not only storing more fat, but also creating the perfect breeding ground for disease. That's why one of the most important food hacks is learning to control sugar naturally. Instead of reaching for sweets, you can use cinnamon, stevia, or even raw honey in moderation. You can eat fruits that are high in fiber and antioxidants like berries and apples instead of processed desserts. You satisfy your sweet tooth while protecting your health at the same time. When you replace sugar with real nutrition, your body starts responding instantly. Your energy becomes steady instead of crashing. Your cravings fade. You stop thinking about food every few hours because your blood sugar is stable. And when insulin is balanced, fat burning finally turns on. You begin to use stored fat as energy instead of constantly storing new fat. This is how healing and fat loss go hand in hand. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter. Another hack that most people underestimate is hydration. Water might sound too simple to matter, but it's one of the most important keys to healing. Your body can't detox without it. Your cells need water to flush out waste and transport nutrients. When you're dehydrated, your metabolism slows down, your liver struggles, and toxins start building up. But when you drink enough clean, mineral-rich water, especially with a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of Himalayan salt, you activate your lymphatic system, which is your body's internal drainage network. This helps eliminate inflammation and waste, keeping your organs running efficiently. Hydration literally turns your healing on. Here's something fascinating. Not eating can be just as powerful as eating, if done the right way. Intermittent fasting isn't about starving yourself. It's about giving your body time to repair. When you take a break from constant eating, your insulin levels drop, your body starts burning fat for fuel, and autophagy kicks in. This is the process where your cells clean out damaged material and rebuild themselves stronger. It's one of nature's most powerful healing mechanisms. Even a simple 12 to 14-hour fasting window overnight can help you unlock it. Combine fasting with healing foods, and you create an unstoppable momentum toward cellular renewal. But let's make it real. Healing isn't about strict rules or punishing diets. It's about awareness and consistency. It's about asking, is this food helping me or harming me? Every time you eat, when you start eating with that awareness, your choices naturally change. You stop seeing food as a temporary pleasure and start seeing it as a lifelong tool for energy, strength, and longevity. Picture this. Your breakfast is a smoothie made with spinach, avocado, almond milk, flax seeds, and a handful of blueberries. It's rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, and fiber. Everything your body needs to start the day clean and focused. Your lunch might be a plate of grilled salmon with olive oil and a side of broccoli and sweet potato. Dinner could be something light, like a mixed green salad with chickpeas, olive oil, and lemon dressing. These meals aren't complicated, but they're incredibly powerful. Each one sends healing signals to your cells. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that healthy eating is expensive or boring. But the truth is, nature's food is the most affordable medicine in the world. You don't need fancy superfoods or supplements. You just need whole, unprocessed foods that are rich in color and nutrients. A handful of nuts, a bowl of lentils, or a cup of green tea can do more for your health than any pill ever could. Real food heals because it's alive. It carries the energy of the earth, the sun, and the rain that created it. Processed food, on the other hand, is dead. It has no vitality left. When you eat real food, you absorb that life energy. Now, let's touch on one more critical point, your relationship with food. So many people carry guilt, fear, and confusion about what to eat. That emotional stress actually affects digestion and metabolism. When you eat in a state of tension, your body goes into fight or flight mode, shutting down proper digestion and nutrient absorption. But when you eat mindfully, calmly, and with gratitude, your body relaxes and digests food efficiently. So another powerful food hack is not just what you eat, but how you eat. Slow down, chew your food well, enjoy the flavors, and thank your body for doing its job. This simple shift can make a huge difference in your overall health. There's a rhythm to healing, a harmony between your body, your food, and your emotions. Once you start to listen to your body's signals, you'll know exactly what it needs. You'll feel when it's hungry, when it's full, when it needs cleansing, and when it needs rest. And that awareness will become your greatest guide. Healing isn't something you do, it's something you allow. You create the right conditions, and your body takes care of the rest. Every food choice you make is a message to your future self. A handful of chips tells your body to store fat and prepare for disease. A handful of almonds tells your body to protect, repair, and energize. You don't need perfection, you need intention. Every day, choose healing more often than harm. Over time, those small choices build into massive results. Your body doesn't forget how to heal. It's just been waiting for you to give it permission. When you commit to this journey, something amazing happens. You begin to trust your body again. You stop fearing disease because you understand how to protect yourself through nourishment. You stop chasing diets because you're already living in balance. You stop fighting your body because you realize it's been fighting for you all along. All you have to do is support it with the right food and lifestyle choices. Think about the ripple effect this can have, not just on your health, but on your family, your energy, your work, your mood, and your entire future. When you heal yourself, you inspire others to do the same. You become living proof that healing is possible at any age. Food becomes your teacher, your healer, and your friend. You stop seeing it as an enemy, and you start seeing it as the foundation of your freedom. Healing your body, starving cancer, and burning fat isn't about restriction. It's about liberation. It's about freeing yourself from cravings, fatigue, and fear. It's about giving your body the power to thrive as it was meant to. And the first step is right here, right now, in your next meal. The path is simple. Eat more plants, eat less processed food, drink more clean water, move your body, rest deeply, and stay grateful. These are not just habits, they're lifelines. They're the blueprint of a vibrant, energetic, disease-free life. And you have the power to live that life starting today. Welcome back to this healing journey. You've already begun unlocking the natural intelligence of your body by understanding how food can heal, protect, and transform you. But in this chapter, we're going to dive even deeper into the emotional connection between your body and what you feed it, the hidden signals food sends to your metabolism, and how to awaken your body's fat-burning and cancer-fighting potential through daily consistency. Because healing isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and even spiritual. The food you eat influences all of it. Every time you sit down to eat, you're participating in a sacred exchange with nature. The plants and foods you consume have absorbed sunlight, minerals, and water, the very energy of life itself. When you eat real whole foods, that energy transfers into your body, igniting every cell, healing damaged tissue, and rejuvenating your system. That's why the more natural and unprocessed your food is, the more healing power it carries. Processed foods, on the other hand, are stripped of that life force. They might fill your stomach, but they starve your cells. And when your cells are starved, your body falls into chaos. Let's go even deeper into how fat burning and cancer prevention are linked. Both depend heavily on your body's ability to control inflammation and maintain healthy insulin levels. Chronic inflammation doesn't just make you tired or bloated, it creates an environment where diseases thrive. It damages cells, disrupts hormones, and blocks your metabolism from working properly. That's why anti-inflammatory eating is one of the most powerful health hacks ever discovered. It's not a diet trend, it's the natural state your body wants to be in. When you eat anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, fatty fish, turmeric, ginger, berries, and olive oil, your body literally switches off the genetic programs that promote disease. It's like turning off the switch that fuels cancer growth and flipping on the one that triggers fat loss and healing. It's that powerful. Scientists call this process nutrigenomics, how nutrients affect your genes. You don't need to understand the science in detail, you just need to know this. Every bite can either turn on health or turn on disease. You are in control. Your metabolism is not broken. It's just waiting for the right signal. For most people, constant snacking, sugar intake, and processed carbs keep insulin levels spiked all day long. This blocks fat burning and tells your body to store more fat instead. But once you start eating in harmony with your natural metabolic rhythm, giving your body clean fuel and time to digest, you activate something amazing called metabolic flexibility. That's when your body becomes efficient at switching between burning carbs and burning fat for fuel. You stop depending on sugar for quick bursts of energy and start running on clean, stable fat energy that lasts all day. This is why people who adopt healing food habits often say they have endless energy. They're not constantly chasing the next snack or cup of coffee. Their bodies have become fat-burning machines. And when your body burns fat efficiently, you don't just lose weight. You protect yourself from diseases like diabetes, heart problems, and even cancer. Because cancer cells hate oxygen-rich, fat-burning environments. They thrive in sugar-rich, low-oxygen conditions. When you shift your diet to one that promotes fat burning, you make your internal environment toxic to cancer cells, but ideal for healthy ones. Let's talk about something most people ignore: the quality of the oils they consume. Modern diets are filled with toxic oils like canola, soybean, corn, and sunflower oil. These oils are cheap, refined, and high in omega-6 fats that trigger inflammation in the body. They are literally one of the biggest hidden drivers of obesity and cancer today. Every time you eat fried foods, packaged snacks, or fast food, you're filling your cells with inflammatory oil that damages cell membranes and slows metabolism. But the good news is, replacing those oils with healing fats can completely change your body's chemistry. Use olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, or ghee instead. These healthy fats support your hormones, repair cell membranes, and actually help your body burn fat more efficiently. Fat isn't your enemy, it's your ally when it comes from natural sources. Your brain, your hormones, and your metabolism all depend on it. Once you shift your fat sources, you'll notice how your energy levels stabilize and your cravings disappear. Now let's go inside your gut again, because it plays an even bigger role than you think. About 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. The bacteria inside you determine not just how well you digest food, but also how well you fight infections, process fat, and even regulate mood. When your gut is filled with healthy bacteria, thanks to fiber-rich foods, fermented foods, and prebiotics, it acts like a strong army protecting your body. But when that gut flora is out of balance, harmful bacteria take over and inflammation spreads everywhere. That's why foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and yogurt can be incredibly healing. They help restore your gut balance and rebuild the foundation of your immunity. Combine that with fiber from vegetables, flax seeds, and chia, and you create a powerful defense system that detoxifies your body naturally every single day. Think of your gut as the command center of your healing. When it's healthy, everything else starts falling into place. Let's also touch on the connection between stress and food. Chronic stress is one of the biggest roadblocks to healing and fat loss. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, a hormone that tells your body to store fat, especially around the belly. It also weakens your immune system and slows down digestion. That's why even the best diet won't work if your mind is constantly in survival mode. Food can help here too. Certain foods actually calm your nervous system and help balance cortisol levels. Magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, and dark chocolate can reduce stress naturally. Herbal teas like chamomile, ashwagandha, and green tea balance your hormones and help your body relax. When you eat in a peaceful state, your body digests better, absorbs more nutrients, and burns fat more efficiently. So slow down. Don't rush your meals. Eat with intention. This simple habit can double the power of your food hacks because your body can only heal when it feels safe. Now let's go deeper into the emotional side of food. Many people eat not because they're hungry, but because they're trying to fill an emotional gap, stress, loneliness, boredom, or anxiety. That emotional eating pattern is one of the biggest hidden obstacles to health. But once you start nourishing your body with the right foods, those emotional cravings begin to fade. Real nutrition balances your mood by stabilizing your blood sugar and boosting serotonin, the happiness hormone. You'll find yourself reaching for comfort food less and feeling satisfied more. That's not willpower, that's biochemistry healing itself. There's also a deeper truth here. Healing is not just about the food you eat, but the energy you bring into your eating. Gratitude, mindfulness, and joy actually enhance digestion and nutrient absorption. Before you eat, take a moment to appreciate your food. Think about how it grew, how it came to your plate, and how it will serve your body. That small act of mindfulness creates harmony between your mind and your meal, turning eating into a form of healing meditation. Now, here's a truth that most people never realize. Your body isn't fighting you, it's fighting for you. Every ache, every extra pound, every craving, it's your body's way of asking for balance. Instead of getting frustrated, start listening. If you're tired, it might be dehydration or lack of nutrients. If you're craving sugar, your cells might be desperate for magnesium or real energy. If you're gaining weight, it might be inflammation, not laziness. When you give your body what it truly needs, clean fuel, rest, and hydration, it will naturally start to heal. Healing also requires trust. You have to trust that small daily changes matter. You might not see the results instantly, but your body is working behind the scenes every single day. When you choose a green juice instead of soda, your liver notices. When you eat a home-cooked meal instead of fast food, your gut bacteria respond. When you sleep instead of scrolling your phone late at night, your hormones rebalance. Healing isn't loud, it's quiet, steady progress that builds from within. Let's also talk about the miracle of movement. Food and movement work together like a symphony. When you nourish your body and move it regularly, you amplify healing tenfold. Even simple walks after meals improve blood sugar control, digestion, and fat burning. Exercise doesn't have to be intense. It just needs to be consistent. Your body is designed to move, stretch, and flow. When you move, you increase oxygen flow, reduce inflammation, and activate lymphatic drainage, which removes toxins. Combined with healing foods, movement becomes medicine. Your journey toward healing, fat loss, and cancer prevention is not about extremes, it's about rhythm. A rhythm between nourishment and rest, between movement and stillness, between giving and receiving. Your body thrives in balance. And when you honor that balance, everything else falls into place naturally. Now imagine this new version of yourself a few weeks from now. You wake up feeling light, focused, and energetic. Your cravings are gone. Your skin glows. You're not just losing fat, you're gaining freedom. Food no longer controls you, you control it. Your meals become a celebration of life, not a source of guilt or confusion. You begin to realize that health isn't something you chase. It's something you create, meal by meal, moment by moment. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need to begin. Choose one small food hack today and commit to it. Maybe it's cutting out refined sugar. Maybe it's adding more greens to your meals. Maybe it's replacing vegetable oils with olive oil. Every small choice counts. Consistency will turn those choices into habits, and habits will turn into transformation. Your body has waited long enough. It's time to feed it what it truly deserves, real living food. Because every cell in you is ready to heal. You just have to give it the chance. You've already taken big steps toward understanding that food is more than fuel. It's medicine, it's energy, it's information. Now let's go even deeper into how you can make these food hacks a lifestyle. Because when eating healthy becomes second nature, your body stays in a constant state of healing, balance, and strength. And that's where real transformation happens, not for a few weeks, but for life. The truth is, your body is always communicating with you, and food is one of its main languages. When you eat something that supports you, your body responds instantly. You feel light, focused, and energized. But when you eat something toxic or inflammatory, your body lets you know too, through bloating, fatigue, skin breakouts, brain fog, or cravings. Those are not random symptoms, they're messages. The moment you start listening to those signals, you take back control of your health. Most people have been trained to silence their body's voice with pills, caffeine, or comfort food. But the real power lies in listening, because your body is always right. Healing through food isn't about restriction. It's about abundance. It's about adding more of the foods that bring life into your system. When you fill your plate with nutrient-rich, colorful, natural foods, you automatically crowd out the harmful ones. The body naturally prefers what heals it once you give it the chance to reset. It's like retraining your taste buds and your metabolism at the same time. Over time, you'll start craving the foods that make you feel good, not the ones that drain you. Let's talk about one of the most underestimated food hacks, fiber. Most people think of fiber only as something for digestion, but it's so much more than that. Fiber is like the broom of your body. It sweeps out toxins, excess hormones, and wastes that slow down your metabolism. It also feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which then produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation and protect against cancer. That means every time you eat vegetables, fruits, seeds, or legumes, you're not just cleaning your digestive system. You're fortifying your immune defense. You're literally starving cancer cells and feeding the cells that keep you alive. One of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can build is to start each meal with plants. Even if you're eating something heavier later, starting with a salad, greens, or fruit helps prepare your digestion, balance your blood sugar, and fill your stomach with volume and nutrients. You'll naturally eat less junk and feel more satisfied. That's the kind of effortless control that healing brings. You stop fighting your cravings because your body starts asking for what's right. And speaking of cravings, they're not random at all. They're biochemical messages. When you crave sugar, it's often a sign of nutrient deficiency, especially magnesium or chromium. When you crave salty or fried foods, your adrenal glands may be overworked from stress. Instead of judging yourself for cravings, decode them. Ask, what is my body missing right now? This mindset shift turns guilt into awareness. Once you meet the real need, like hydration, minerals, or rest, the craving disappears. Let's dive into another powerful concept, detoxification. Your body is detoxing all the time, through your liver, kidneys, lungs, skin, and colon. But when those systems are overloaded, toxins start accumulating, leading to fatigue, weight gain, hormonal imbalance, and even chronic diseases. You don't need harsh detox teas or starvation diets. Your body already knows how to cleanse itself. You just need to support it. That's where detoxifying foods come in. Foods like beets, garlic, cilantro, and lemon are natural detox activators. Green leafy vegetables help the liver process waste more efficiently. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower boost your body's ability to eliminate cancer-causing compounds. Water and herbal teas keep the process flowing smoothly. This detox doesn't just remove physical waste, it clears emotional weight too. When your body is clean, your mind becomes sharper. You feel calmer, more grounded, and more in control of your emotions. That's why people who eat clean often say they feel lighter in every sense, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually too. Healing food clears both body and mind. Your body's healing potential is limitless, but it depends on consistency. Think of it like tending a garden. You can't plant seeds once and expect a forest overnight. You nurture them with patience and care. The same goes for your cells. They thrive when you give them steady nourishment. You don't have to be perfect. Even 80% clean eating makes a massive difference. Every healthy meal you eat gives your body another reason to heal faster. Now, let's talk about something crucial, the connection between sleep and food. You could be eating all the right foods, but if your sleep is broken or you're constantly tired, your hormones will work against you. Lack of sleep raises cortisol and ghrelin, hormones that make you crave junk food and store fat, especially around your belly. On the other hand, good sleep increases leptin, the hormone that tells you when you're full. So one of the smartest food hacks is to eat in a way that promotes deep, restorative sleep. That means avoiding caffeine late in the day, eating lighter dinners, and focusing on magnesium-rich foods in the evening, like nuts, seeds, leafy greens, and bananas. Sleep is your body's natural reset button. Without it, even the best diet can't do its job. The same applies to hydration before bed. A lot of people confuse hunger with thirst, especially at night. Drinking a glass of warm water or herbal tea can calm late-night cravings and improve digestion. It helps your liver and kidneys work efficiently while you sleep, so you wake up feeling refreshed instead of sluggish. Water may sound simple, but it's the foundation of every healing process. Let's go back to the emotional aspect again, because this is where many people struggle. Healing requires self-compassion. You can't hate your body into health. You have to love it enough to feed it right. Every time you choose a healing meal, you're not punishing yourself, you're honoring yourself. You're saying, I deserve energy. I deserve clarity. I deserve life. That shift from guilt to gratitude changes everything. Food becomes an act of self-love, not self-control. And here's something beautiful. When you eat from love, your body responds with love. It starts healing faster, releasing toxins easier, and burning fat naturally. Because love reduces stress, and when stress goes down, your metabolism wakes up. Healing begins when you stop fighting your body and start working with it. Another overlooked part of food hacking is timing. Your body runs on a circadian rhythm, a natural internal clock that affects digestion, metabolism, and energy. Eating at random times, especially late at night, disrupts that rhythm. When you eat late, your insulin stays high, fat burning shuts off, and digestion slows down. But when you align your eating with daylight, eating your biggest meal earlier and finishing dinner a few hours before bed, you sync with your body's healing rhythm. It's not just what you eat, but when you eat that matters. Now let's talk about emotional energy and how it influences digestion. Have you ever noticed how when you're angry, anxious, or sad, your stomach feels tight or uncomfortable? That's because your digestive system is deeply connected to your emotions. It's often called your second brain. The state of your mind directly affects how well you process food. So when you eat in peace, your body digests in peace. Try to create a calm environment around your meals. No phone, no stress, no rush. That calmness helps your nervous system activate the rest and digest mode, which is essential for healing. Food is not just fuel, it's frequency. Every living food carries a vibration, a life force that interacts with your cells. Fresh, whole, organic foods carry high vibrations that raise your energy. Processed, dead foods carry low vibrations that make you feel heavy and tired. If you want high energy, eat high energy foods. It's that simple. This is why the foods that come directly from nature, fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, herbs, make you feel so alive. They're aligned with the frequency of life itself, and while food is a powerful healer, remember that it works best when combined with other pillars of wellness. Movement, hydration, sunlight, sleep, and mindset are all interconnected. If one is missing, your progress slows. If all are in harmony, your body thrives effortlessly. Step outside for a few minutes every day. Let sunlight touch your skin. It boosts vitamin D, strengthens your immune system, and improves mood. The combination of sunlight and real food can transform your biology faster than any supplement ever could. Another simple but profound hack: chew your food properly. Most people rush through meals, barely chewing, sending half-digested food into their stomachs. Digestion starts in your mouth. When you chew thoroughly, you release enzymes that help break down food and signal your brain that you're full. It's a simple act, but it can improve digestion, prevent overeating, and reduce bloating dramatically. Eating slowly also helps you taste your food more, creating a deeper connection to what's nourishing you. Every time you eat consciously, you're building a relationship with your food. You start to feel gratitude for it, and that gratitude multiplies your healing power. Gratitude itself is anti-inflammatory. It reduces stress hormones and boosts immune function. So even before your first bite, take a deep breath and silently thank the food. It may sound small, but your body feels that energy. Remember, healing doesn't mean perfection, it means progress. You will have days when you eat something less than ideal, and that's okay. What matters is that you don't spiral into guilt. Instead, balance it out. Drink more water. Eat cleaner at your next meal. Move your body. Your health is not ruined by one bad meal, just as it's not built by one good one. It's the long-term pattern that matters. The power of these food hacks lies in their simplicity. You don't need a complicated plan. You need awareness. Once you see food as medicine, your choices shift automatically. You start viewing your kitchen as your pharmacy, your plate as your prescription, and every bite as an investment in your future. Healing becomes second nature, and the body that once felt sluggish becomes vibrant again. As you continue this journey, notice how every part of your life begins to align. Your mood, your energy, your focus, your confidence. That's the natural result of living in harmony with what your body truly needs. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You've given your body permission to do what it was created to do: heal, regenerate, and shine. My friend, you've made it this far, and that already says something powerful about you. You're not just looking for quick fixes, you're searching for truth, healing, and a way of life that brings your body, mind, and spirit back into balance. You're here because deep down you know that your body was designed to heal, and that healing doesn't come from outside, it starts from within. From the foods you eat, the thoughts you think, and the love you give yourself every single day. So let's bring it all together now. All the wisdom, the hacks, the science, and the mindset shifts that turn healthy eating into a daily act of power. Because when you master these food hacks, you're not just changing your body, you're changing your life. Your cells are like little factories that never stop working. Every moment they're repairing, rebuilding, and renewing. And every bite of food you eat sends them instructions, either to heal or to harm. The foods you choose today become the structure of your body tomorrow. They build your blood, your skin, your brain, your hormones, and your immune system. When you realize that every cell in your body is built from what you put on your plate, you start to see food differently. You stop eating just to fill your stomach. You eat to build your future self. You've learned about plant-based healing, detoxifying foods, fiber, hydration, and emotional connection to eating. But here's the final layer: the mindset of healing. Because food alone can't heal you if your mind is filled with stress, fear, or resentment. The body listens to your emotions. If you eat a salad with anger in your heart, your digestion will still suffer. But if you eat something small with peace and gratitude, your body will absorb every drop of nourishment. Healing food works best in a healing state of mind. That's why the most powerful food hack is also the simplest one: eat with intention. Before you eat, pause, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that this meal is here to heal you. It's not about calories, carbs, or fat. It's about energy, life, and love. That small act of mindfulness turns eating into medicine. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for digestion, repair, and relaxation. You digest better, burn fat more efficiently, and feel satisfied sooner. And speaking of fat, remember that fat is not your enemy. It's your body's way of protecting you. Stored fat holds toxins, excess hormones, and even emotional residue. When you detox, when you eat clean, when you move your body, your system starts releasing that fat naturally, because it no longer needs to protect you. You don't burn fat by starving yourself, you burn fat by healing yourself. Once your body feels safe and nourished, it lets go of everything it doesn't need, including excess weight. One of the most powerful healing combinations you can create is mixing natural fats with antioxidants. like olive oil with leafy greens or avocado with berries. Healthy fats help your body absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K, the very nutrients that reduce inflammation and protect your cells from cancer. Nature designed these combinations perfectly. For example, tomatoes with olive oil boost lycopene absorption. Turmeric with black pepper enhances curcumin's power by 2,000%. Garlic with onions multiplies their anti-cancer sulfur compounds. These are not coincidences. This is nature's wisdom at work. Your job is to eat with awareness. Every meal can either fuel disease or fuel healing. And the beauty is, you get to choose. When it comes to fighting cancer and inflammation, color is your best friend. The more colorful your plate, the more phytonutrients you're feeding your body. Red foods like tomatoes and beets improve circulation and protect your heart. Orange and yellow foods like carrots and turmeric boost your immune system. Green foods detoxify and balance hormones. Purple foods like blueberries and purple cabbage fight aging and oxidative stress. Each color has its own healing vibration. And when you eat the rainbow, you're nourishing every organ and system at once. Another food hack that often gets overlooked is fasting. Not as punishment, but as a reset. Intermittent fasting gives your body time to repair instead of constantly digesting. It activates autophagy, your body's natural cleansing process that removes damaged cells and recycles them into new ones. This not only slows aging, but also reduces inflammation and cancer risk. Even a simple 12-hour overnight fast can make a big difference. Imagine finishing dinner at 7 p.m. and eating breakfast at 7 a.m. That's it. Your body now has 12 hours to heal, detox, and reset. No pills, no supplements, just time and discipline. Healing is never about deprivation, it's about alignment. You're aligning your habits with your body's natural intelligence. That's how you create effortless health. But let's also be real. This world is full of distractions, temptations, and noise. Every ad, every package, every craving tries to pull you back to processed, addictive foods. That's why your environment matters. If your kitchen is full of junk, your brain will always choose what's easiest when you're tired or stressed. But if your kitchen is filled with life, fresh fruits, vegetables, seeds, and herbs, then you'll always have healing options ready. Make your kitchen your sanctuary. Keep it clean, colorful, and full of living foods. Your body is your home. You only get one, and every decision you make either strengthens or weakens its foundation. Food is the most direct way to honor that home. It's sacred. And when you treat it that way, you stop being at war with your body. You start becoming its partner. Let's also talk about energy, not the caffeine kind, but real energy. That deep, clean vitality that makes you want to move, create, and live fully. That kind of energy doesn't come from sugar or coffee. It comes from cellular health. When your mitochondria, your cells' powerhouses, are clean, they produce abundant energy naturally. And the best way to fuel them is through nutrient-dense foods. Dark leafy greens, berries, cruciferous vegetables, herbs, and omega-rich fats like flaxseed and walnuts all support mitochondrial health. The cleaner your cells, the more energy you have. That's why people who eat clean often say they feel younger, lighter, and clearer. It's not just a feeling, it's real biochemistry. Their cells are literally producing more energy and fewer toxins. That's how you beat fatigue, brain fog, and sluggishness. You give your body clean energy and it rewards you with clarity and power. And when you start feeling that power, everything in your life begins to shift. You make better choices, your emotions balance out, and your mind becomes sharper. Healing foods don't just change your body, they change your consciousness. You begin to see life differently, not from a place of fear or scarcity, but from abundance. You realize that you already have everything you need to heal. Here's another truth. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't show up for others if you're running on fumes. So take care of yourself first, not as selfishness, but as service. Because when you're healthy, strong, and centered, you can love more, give more, and live more. You become a light for others just by existing in your highest energy. That's what true wellness looks like. It radiates. Now let's bring this home with one final powerful image. Imagine your body as a river. When the river flows freely, everything inside it thrives. The plants, the fish, the energy. But when toxins, stress, and processed foods build up, the river becomes stagnant. The water becomes cloudy. The life begins to fade. Your job is to keep that river flowing. Every sip of water, every piece of fruit, every green smoothie, every deep breath helps the river move again. You clear the blockages, and suddenly life rushes back in. That's what healing through food really is, clearing the river so your natural energy can flow again. When your blood is clean, your cells regenerate. When your gut is balanced, your mind is clear. When your energy flows, your spirit shines. You stop being a prisoner of your habits and become the master of your biology. And it all starts with small, consistent actions. Drinking more water, eating real food, taking a few deep breaths before meals. Sleeping well, choosing love over stress. Every little choice matters. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Just take one step today. Replace one processed meal with a healing one. Swap one sugary drink for water or herbal tea. Walk outside for 10 minutes. Do that every day, and in a few weeks, you'll feel a shift. Not just in your body, but in your soul. Because food is more than nourishment, it's transformation. It's your medicine, your teacher, and your healer. It's the bridge between your physical and spiritual health. Every bite is a conversation with your body. Make it a loving one. And when you start seeing results, more energy, clearer skin, better sleep, and a calm mind, remember this, it's not a miracle. It's your body doing what it's always known how to do, heal. You just gave it the right tools. So keep using these food hacks, not for a week, not for a month, but for life. Keep your meals simple, colorful, and alive. Drink clean water, move your body, rest your mind, and most importantly, be kind to yourself through the process. Healing is not linear, it's a dance. Some days you'll move forward, some days you'll pause, but every day you'll grow. You have the power to heal, to starve disease, to burn fat, and to awaken your fullest potential. It's already within you, waiting for your next choice. So go now, fill your kitchen with life, fill your heart with gratitude, and let your body do what it was born to do. Thrive. You've got this. And remember, healing isn't about perfection, it's about connection. You're not just eating food anymore, you're feeding your future.